Good morning, everyone. It is Thankful Thursdays, and I'm thankful to be here, and I'm thankful for you being here. Appreciate everybody, and would love to get this thing rocking and rolling with some great questions today. Thank you, Keaton. Always first on board. I don't know how you do it, but is thankful for today. LFG, Mikey, good to see you. Let's effing go. Bless you, man. Keaton. Juliet, nice for joining. Mona, thank you as well. The great Rob Dyrdek is in the house. Carter, what's going on? Sammy, Jakey, Bakey, so many people joining right away. We are live, ready to go. Janine, welcome. I'm going to pin up here how to get a hold of me. David@Meltzer.com. If you want my ebook, my audiobook, if you'd like me to sign a copy and send it to you, pay for shipping in the book, not a problem. Just email me, David@Meltzer.com. Love to connect. Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday, Julie. It is my wife's birthday. Let's get the questions rocking and rolling. People joining us on a Thankful Thursday. Good morning, all. Welcome. Halloween Dream Team. All right, what's going on here? We have some great guests coming on today. From Estonia, we love you as well. Let's see what's going on here. All righty. Can you tell us how inspiration and effective communication go in hand? Well, when you shift your paradigm that you are happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy, and you shift your paradigm to what's interfering with what you already are, you will be in spirit. In order to do so, you need to effectively communicate not only to others and everything relative to you, but to the greatest source of light, love, and lessons that you're always connected to. An abundance and limitlessness and infinity that you can't even imagine. We try to imagine it, and the differentiator or difference between what we can imagine and what's possible is the interference. And when we clear that interference through being inspired in spirit, we are allowing more and more of that which is possible to enter our imagination. Once it's in our imagination, we become inspired in spirit, and then we materialize it by clearing the interference between us and the actual materialization of that. In other words, taking a possibility, becoming inspired becomes a probability, and then using discipline, strategy, and awareness to go ahead and make that probability your reality, to go ahead and manifest or materialize that for yourself. Stevie in the house, great to see you. Happy birthday to my wife, who just raced my daughter and beat her in rollerblading and is now celebrating behind me. Favorite birthday trip or memory with your wife, Julie? Dubrovnik in Croatia, probably my favorite one. This is one of the favorite ones here in the beach house. It gets better and better. That's all I got to say. I'm so blessed to have the most amazing wife, who's also the most amazing mother and perfect for me. And I just adore her and adore my life because of my wife. What's the biggest change you've seen in business leaders since the pandemic? The biggest one is with remote working. I think business leaders had an aversion to allowing employees to work at home, and they have found that the engagement and productivity increases by allowing people and empowering them to work within their own time frame and their own environments, utilizing what they need to do. I think the great efficiencies is what we will find were occurring in 2020 and 2021. It will be a great period of efficiency and reflection, and 2022 will be the great time of accusion and execution of those lessons that we've learned and efficiencies that we've gained. That's why we're seeing such a great thriving economy right now for a majority of the people that understand they have control of their mindset, their heart set, and this conscious continuum. I'm from the UK and had created my own successful shoe customization business. Cool. What was the first thing you done in the business world, and how did it go? Well, the first thing I did in the business world is I sold educational systems, which was basically encyclopedias and other books to new parents, an educational system of books they can read while they're pregnant, books they can teach kids to read with, all the way through an entire encyclopedia with a bookcase, financed over 10 years at $45 a month. So that's the first thing that I sold. and I leverage my own personal experience and family with credibility and emotional attachment, and learned those great lessons of the 5 to Thrive system that I utilize today of how do you get credibility, the number one and most important thing, how do you get emotional attachment, the likes and dislikes, the open-minded versus closed-minded, and then how to articulate the quantified value of the reason someone should do something, the impact it has, and then utilizing the capabilities, the skills, the knowledge, and desire as an arsenal to add value, to quantitatively add value, and more importantly, be able to articulate that quantifiable value to others. And that 5 to Thrive, I'm more than happy to send to everyone, as always, for free. Just email me if you want the 5 to Thrive, david@dmeltzer.com. david@dmeltzer.com. Stimulate interest, transition interest, share a vision, manage and develop a vision, and thrive. The 5 to Thrive with the credibility, emotional attachment, reasons, impacts, and capability analysis. So we can give you an RIC along with that. Very good. Michael, if you're here, please let me know. I think I saw you in there before. I hate sales, but see everyone else that got successful has made their living doing sales. Do you do it? Everybody does it. It's just which way and who and what are you sharing a vision? See, sales is articulating quantitative value to exceed what you're asking for. And we do it every day when we get our children to do something that we think would be beneficial to them. We do it every day when we are trying with friends, family, associates to share a vision so we can collaborate and coordinate effectively together to create a greater good, to create more productivity, to create more accessibility, and of course to be more gracious, to find the light, the love, and the lessons. Lisa, good to see you here. Christina, great to see you. I thought I saw Michael in here, the pain-free zone. Michael, if you're here, just comment. They were in here early. I'm almost sure of it. Let me look real quick. The pain-free zone, I'm really interested in learning, but I cannot find my friend Michael. Row your boat ashore. Where are you? Send me. There we are. I knew he was here. All right. Michael Urain here in the pain-free zone. There he is. Good morning.
Good morning, David. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Super excited to be on this Instagram Live with you.
Well, you are in the cutting edge. I have played around in the telemedicine space for a long time. I have.
That's something I didn't know about you.
Yeah, I invested early in telemedicine and also in the consultative side with application that's utilized for consulting and telemedicine, which is really, I think, the future of medicine, that we waste so many billions of dollars on unnecessary visits that could be freeing up our very valuable healthcare professionals to see more people and to help more people. Let's talk about how pain-free, though, has evolved from just your basic telemedicine.
Yeah, so it's taking the approach of, a direct-to-consumer telehealth structure. So most telemedicine, there's certain practices out there that will have a telemedicine platform for the patients that, go to their practice regularly to be able to have that at-home visit. So the approach that we're taking, there's this new FDA-approved drug called Orphanagesic Forte. So this is the best pain reliever out there in the pain game right now. The new thing that everyone is focusing on, being attentive to, is the multimodal approach to pain relief. So this pain pill, incorporates 3 different items into its structure. So it's a synergistic approach. It has a muscle relaxer, caffeine, and aspirin. The way these 3 ingredients work together is, a multimodal approach. It's synergistic, and it's really effective at actually relieving that pain. So not a whole lot of people know about it. It's a great opportunity to present it to people. And like you said, it frees up healthcare workers from, most people aren't going to go to the doctor to, say, hey, I have a really bad tension headache. I have, sore joints. I have muscle aches. I sprained my ankle. Do you have anything good for me? Because people are so conditioned in their mind that there's all those, opiates and the heavy painkillers out there that have negative effects on people's bodies. They have their addictive qualities. So what we're presenting people with is a non-narcotic, non-opiate, a non-addictive pain pill that is a step up from anything else that they can get over the counter, and being able to deliver that to you at your fingertips and just bring the doctor online to you. It saves you the visit from having to go to the actual doctor's office, because it seems like the buzzword in our time right now is busy, 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 busy. Everyone's always out doing something, and I hate the word busy, but for people who are out there actively, living their life, working, hustling, spending time with their family, it's really important to bring healthcare and that accessibility, directly to them, while freeing up our healthcare workers who are working in the ER, the hospitals, at the practices, to be able to spend a little bit more time and have a higher quality of care with the patients that they are dealing with. So we're trying to bridge that gap, make it a little bit more accessible to everybody else. And I've been using it myself. I've got some old sports injuries from high school. I played football, basketball. I've got tendonitis in my elbows, some other issues that come up. I'm an avid golfer. And so some of those pains, once they do come up, it ruins my game. And then I'll end up shooting a high score and, having a rough day out there. So when some of those pains come up, I can take this. It's a non-drowsy pain medication as well, which is really cool, because most people won't go take some of the other options, because, there's the downtime associated with, getting that pain relief. So if you can get relief from your pain, forget about it and go about your day, that's the mission there.
Yeah, and it's a great mission when you talk about, for example, being busy. It means you're inaccessible, and pain is just indicating that you have a better place to be, right? And so we want to find things that clear the pain, that allow us to move to a better place, a better position. And pain does have a purpose. It's not a stop sign; it's a turn signal. And the more efficient, effective, and accessible we are to understanding how to clear that interference, that physical interference that manifests itself, like you said, in your tendons and your joints and your headaches and all the standard things, is just so important. It's interesting because a lot of people use pain as an excuse. It's so easy to be able to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, whether it's golf, or activity you get paid for, or playing with your kids or whatever it is. And the more accessible we are is another way, as we were talking about being busy. Busy just means you're not accessible. The same thing is true with, this great, advancements that we made, is how accessible is our professionals and solutions to move us to a better place when the pain is indicating that we have a better place to be, and being able to facilitate the, inflammation that occurs or whatever else, physically that a health professional can do. What do you see as the future? There's companies like T-Mobile that are including telemedicine in the subscriptions for their phone. That's how affordable telemedicine can be. And where do you see it going, since you're on the cutting edge of, probably the biggest part of telemedicine, which is, pain indication and pain reduction?
Yeah, so super excited to be, aligned with, the pain sphere, because, whatever product you're looking at, there's a defined market, or that avatar that you're looking to target. Everyone deals with pain. So telemedicine, and with the pandemic that we've gone through this last year, I think a lot of eyes have turned to telemedicine, because it's been around for a little while, but it is still very cutting edge. If you don't have to schedule a doctor's visit, because I've talked with lots of people that have gone through and they try to see their primary care physician and they're booked out a month, 2 months, they have to wait weeks, and then they get rescheduled last minute and they have to, spend your whole day going to the doctor's office, waiting in line. You go sit in the patient waiting room, then you get seen, and then you have to go wait for the pharmacy to fill your order. With telemedicine, it's simplified, it's streamlined the entire process, so you can you can set that appointment with the physician, have that appointment, and then connect with the pharmacy that's oftentimes going to mail directly to your door within a day or two. So from the time that you experience your injury, you can go on our website, get the prescription, get it shipped to your door within 1 to 3 days. I mean, between the time of the injury actually happening and you getting relief from it, we've shortened that window so much and kept you on your schedule that it's just amazing. And I think telemedicine is absolutely the future. It's simplified the process. We're educating more people on, what the products actually are, so they know what they're putting in their bodies. We're giving them better alternatives and making the process a little bit more enjoyable for the patient as well as the doctor, while introducing a little bit higher standard of care as far as actually making sure this is what the patient needs. We can speak with the patient, go over any questions they have about how much they need to take, what's the indication, what's the efficacy of the actual drug itself. So it's really exciting what telemedicine is doing, and I'm really excited to be a part of it and leading the way with handling pain in this atmosphere as well.
Well, I'll tell you, you've been able to translate what you've learned as an extraordinary real estate entrepreneur
Thank you.
into a bigger market, even than real estate, which is pain.
Yeah.
And, I just am amazed, whether it's buying a house or a car or now taking care of ourselves, how much technology has created efficiency and effectiveness in what we do. And, I feel blessed that I'm a little bit older and understand the things that are going on today, because I can equate back to how productive, accessible, and gracious I could be back then when I had to go, if I was going to buy a property out of state, fly there, look at it, fly back and forth, closings and title. And like, I've bought 2 houses within 5 minutes via FaceTime.
Yeah.
And the paperwork's been incredible. So there's so much, and all that time can be used for what you want, right? And
Yeah.
I think that you have a double value in what you're doing. One is time is so valuable, and you save so much of that. But how much does pain get in the way of putting us to a better place? We let pain stop us instead of propel us.
Yeah.
And you once again have a great propeller, propelling people to a better place, a better situation.
Yeah.
So where's the best place people can find you?
Yeah, on our website, www.painfree.zone. Instead of .com, it's .zone. So we decided to go with the painfree.zone. My personal Instagram handle is michael.urain.realtor. So I do have that background in real estate. I have sold some people a couple of houses virtually from other states without them even seeing it. So technology, is the future. Accessibility, simplify it, make everything easy to understand and readily available. I mean, it's exciting where things are going, and if we could free up your schedule so you can go do the things that you love and enjoy, that's the mission and goal here.
Yeah, well, nothing better than pain-free golf. So
That's
thank
right.
you so much, Michael. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, David. Have a good one.
Take care. Awesome. You can see the advancements of how we can translate over all different industries, careers, jobs. When we take inventory of our skills, our knowledge, and our desire, that there's great entrepreneurs that see the parallels between even simple real estate and pain assessment and pain relief. The great painfree.zone. Check them out. painfree.zone, Z-O-N-E. All right, let's take some more questions. It's Thankful Thursday. More than happy to help anyone. I'm thankful for everyone being here before the holiday. It is my wife's birthday. I want to give a big shout out how much I adore her, love her, and celebrate her. What's the secret to keep a client? Oh, that's easy. So managing and developing their vision is the key secret of keeping a client. I use a go, no go plan to keep my clients. A go, no go plan is effectuating smaller agreements within the context of a larger vision, reminding, recollecting, and remembering what we each promised in order to do so. To keep those clients, you need to manage and develop expectation. If you don't have the go, no go plan, reach out to me. I'll send it to you. It's free. David@dmeltzer.com. Go, no go plan. You should use it to manage and develop and keep your clients. Only 2 things you really need to do in business, especially in sports agency: get a client and keep them. It doesn't need a law degree, a business degree. If you can get clients and keep them, I promise you, if you can sell through those clients and have them selling for you, oh boy, no matter what you do, real estate, pain, sports agentry, it doesn't matter. You will be successful if you can get a client, keep a client, and sell through them. Do that with the go, no go plan. Reach out to me for a go, no go plan. David@dmeltzer.com. Happy to teach you how to create little wins within a big context of managing and developing a vision so that you always remember, recollect, and remind what we each promised to do. So thanks. Please gift wife a diamond ring as the gem of your heart. I already have. It's funny you asked that. Diamond bracelet is on its way. We're doing well here. Let's take some more questions. What is the key to a happy marriage? 2 things: effective communication and searching for what you love in your spouse, not what you don't love. If you're looking for what you want in your spouse, you will find it. If you're looking for what you don't want, you will find it. I know so many people that, are looking for a difficult situation that the wife won't understand, that she is some sort of name that you call her, and that's exactly what you get. When I look for my angel, my princess, my queen, the most gorgeous, beautiful person, that's what I find. And so to do so, look for what you want in your spouse and effectively communicate with him or her. It doesn't matter. You will have an incredible marriage. Two things you need to do and learn to love you. If you love you, they will love you too. If you learn to love you, they will love you too. Is a physical checklist something you implemented for prioritization? Sure. I know my what, my who, my how, my now, and apply my why. When I apply that why, I'm applying it to a list of what's important, right? I'm taking inventory of my values. Who can help me? Who can I help? How am I going to get it done? Usually it's codified within the context of my calendar, which I study with a lens of productivity, accessibility, and gratitude, which creates efficiencies, effectiveness, and statistical success in what I do. So I have more time because I bend it with the thoughtfulness that I utilize, because thoughts move faster than the speed of light. The man-made construct of time, which is 24 hours a day, which you get and I get so much activity in the 24 hours that I can. Thank you so much. I'm hoping Julie sees all these great happy birthday messages for her. We are so blessed to have our anniversary and her birthday so close. I'm a celebrant, so I'll celebrate anything, especially my anniversary and my wife. So celebrate those who you find most important and inspiring to you. And it's so nice to live with my hero. Second hero I've lived with, the first was my mom. The second was my wife. How do you stay consistent for long stretches of time? The whole premise of what I do is to enjoy the consistent, everyday, persistent without quit pursuit of my potential. So you're consistent as long as your heart's beating. So you're doing consistent things every day. It's just, are you conscious about pursuing your potential with the correct consistent things? So I use my 5 daily practices. I know my what every day. What do I want personally, experientially, giving wise and receiving wise? Who can I help and who can help me? The how, allowing it to happen through being a student in my calendar, utilizing the mathematical equation of luck, paying attention to what I want, giving intention to what I think, say, do, believe, and even the unconscious competencies that are indicated by my personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, and addictions, all which end up allowing me to prioritize what's most important to me according to my what, my who, and my how. Then I can apply my why. This is how consistency works. It allows me to enjoy, to have the proper perspective, right? Perspective is your co-pilot, and that co-pilot, it's directing me to something better, to a better situation, also allowing me to be aware of pain, setbacks, failures, mistakes, so that I can indicate to myself to move in a different place, a better position. In other words, applying my why. If you want the what, the who, the how, the now, and applying the why, David@dmeltzer.com, pinned right below. You can email me for my book, ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a book, send it to you, pay for it all. You want the go, no go plan. You want the 5 to thrive. You want to have the 5 daily practices. If you haven't got it yet, just email me, David@dmeltzer.com. Happy to give them to you. They're all free. Do not worry. I'm here to be of service and value to you. Aaron, my friend, how do I inspire my parents to take more action to improve their current situation? First of all, you can't change people. So people will watch you. They won't listen to you. And so, we can always ask open-ended questions about what people like and don't like, and then make suggestions to the open-ended answers of would it help you if, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? I have an open-ended question guide that helps facilitate understanding and alignment and inspiration of others. It is not telling people to do. It is allowing them to walk down a path of open-mindedness in order to facilitate to them what it be or will be in their best interest. If you want that guide, David@dmeltzer.com. There's an open-ended question guide that I can send to you at David@dmeltzer.com. All of these available, the go, no go plan, the 5 to thrive, the open-ended question guide, my ebook, audiobook, a signed book. I'll send them all to you. Please, we will get that going. All right. We have Sean here with us, and we are excited to have Sean here. And we are CEO of Club Tattoo, co-author of Brand Renegades. Whoa, there he is. Give us a smile. There we go. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me on today.
Oh, are you kidding me? I am very excited about your new book because I'm a frequency person, and there's so much judgment and conditions that are placed upon people for a variety of reasons. And you writing the book Brand Renegade is completely aligned with three things. People need to find their own frequency. They need to know their spectrum, their community, and grow that community, and then clarify their message, all within the context of Shakespeare. And I'm going to start off by saying there's two Shakespearean things that are relative to your new book. One, to thy own self be true, which is always more important than ever. And the second one is the stage theory, which a lot of people probably don't think of. Shakespeare said the whole world is your stage. And your book is about allowing the entire world to be your stage. You can capture your frequency anywhere and everywhere. You can modify it, amplify it, and perpetuate it for people in a variety of ways, in person, on person. You can do it on email. You can do it on voice and in text. You can do it in traditional media or digital media. All have the same philosophy, though. You're capturing and strengthening your signal, finding that community and growing it and clarifying your message. Where did this come about for you in the idea of, tattoos?
So originally, I was in a band that was doing pretty well back in the 90s. In 1995, we decided that we needed an alternate source of income. As the band would go out and do these satellite tours, we would do really well on the road, but we'd come back and all the money we made, we reinvest into the band. So us personally, we would have bills that still needed to be paid. So we came up with the idea of opening up a tattoo and piercing studio so that we could supplement our income while we were on the road. Now that was the original concept and reason we did it. Eventually, as I grew up and matured a little bit, and my wife and partner Thora came into the business a little bit later, we developed our business acumen and it really became true entrepreneurs and started understanding what it was to actually run and own a business, and then eventually become a brand and discover our niche. And all the lexicon that you were using, I really like, because it's different than what I would traditionally describe our perspective from. So it's kind of unique the way you put our perspective in your lexicon. It was nice to hear. We really did have to find our niche and realize we couldn't serve everybody. And so then we had to decide who it was we wanted to serve and then be true to that. So it was really cool hearing you give that intro.
And I also wanted to touch on Thora because, for me, my wife has made a huge difference. I know it was my anniversary 2 days ago. It's her birthday today. So I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the importance of your wife in the transition, and impact that my wife had on me, when I was running all over the place, not focused, doing things. And you talk about perspective being a co-pilot. Well, my GPS is faith in my wife. Those two things guide me to better places and better situations. How much of an impact has your wife had on clarifying, your own vision of what you were doing and how to monetize that?
Well, first, she's one of the only people in the world that can reel me back. I get these big ideas and I'll pitch them to her and she'll say, nah, I like 3/4 of what you just said. And then she'll bring some reality to me where I have to sit down and listen. And maybe I don't intellectually digest what she's telling me right away. But after a few days, because she's my wife, she has a very special, intimate relationship with me where she can repeat some of her ideas or at least the way she's thinking about what I've brought to the table and give me a unique perspective and make me reflect on what it is I'm trying to do. She just gets me to think a different path. She gives me alternate ways of digesting some of the ideas. So two is better than one in our world. We definitely are stronger together. Initially, it wasn't that way. We struggled the first few years as partners. We didn't know our roles. We didn't know how to stay in our lanes. We didn't know how to respect each other, and that took many years. So if you're going into business with a spouse, it's something that her and I both say, be very, very careful, because it can ruin your marriage very easily if you don't learn how to respect each other and respect each other's roles.
It's so funny you say that. I've been married 24 years, and the last 14 years, we probably had 3 arguments, my wife and I. And, we were with some friends that have only been married like 10 years, and like, how do you do that? I said, whoa, hold on. Ask my wife how many arguments we had the first 10 years. It was 3 a day.
Yeah.
And so you learn, that mutual respect. Now, you're known as the Tattooed Millionaire, is the name of your book, 4 years ago that you wrote. What has evolved? We're constantly peeling the onion in our own businesses, in our own lives. There's revelations, I call them, especially with technology expediting the changes so quickly, the pandemic expediting the changes so quickly. You're still a live event guy, Gray Days and what you do as a performer. But more importantly, I was wondering what, idea revelations did you have from Tattooed Millionaires to the Brand Renegade book that you've written now?
First and foremost, the Tattooed Millionaire was more of a biography of where I started and how I got there, and it included part of my wife is part of that story, the band is part of the story, and I was a little bit all over the map as far as the journey of my life of how I got to where I was at. Brand Renegades really came about as my wife and I started doing a lot of public speaking and some mentoring and business consulting around the world. And a lot of people said, you guys should write a book together. And the more people that said it, the more it became much of a reality for us. We said, they're right. We do have a great story together. We have really solid concepts that maybe a lot of other small entrepreneurs, small business owners can apply to their unique business that maybe don't necessarily speak to just the tattoo and piercing business. That's not what the book is about. These are broad business concepts that allow you to peel that onion back and apply the actual core concept to your small business and those principles that can work across the board in any business. That's what really started the idea of writing the book together, was that we realized a lot of people were asking us for it and that we actually had something to say together.
And, people like you and I that have evolved in the respects of, number one, passion, 2, purpose, and then 3, profitability. How has that weighted balance changed for you, from when you were running around with big ideas in a band to being, a serious mentor, speaker, author, business consultant? You've evolved. How have those percentages changed of where passion, purpose, and profitability fit for you today?
Wow, what a great question. So as an overview, I would say that passion is still at the top and purpose is still at the top. Profitability is not really there. However, when I'm speaking and I'm giving business advice, I do look at numbers and really try to digest how to get their business better. But for me personally, my wife personally, the purpose is really in the forefront. Contribution is really heavy in our lives. We love to give back. We love to help other people. So we've shifted away from, and we never really had that. How much money can we make on this? It was like, how great can we make this idea? How if we were to open up a flagship a retail studio for ourselves, what does that look like? How could we make this the best possible thing? And then we get the cold reality of, oh my God, that's going to cost $2 million. How do we make this work? And then how do we make it profitable? So I guess probably as a traditional, we deal with a lot of the private equity guys and banks where they're literally the profitability comments are first, like, well, how much money can we make? Those aren't really comfortable conversations for us because without the passion to make the money in the first place, it's not even interesting for us to get there. Because we have offers, we do a lot of real estate and a lot of other things that make ancillary streams of income for us, but I don't love that stuff. I don't love buying stocks. I'm so bored with buying stocks. And we have stocks, but I'm bored with it. It doesn't drive me. And I'll wake up in the morning and roll over and say to my wife, hey, we should buy this stock because we can make this much money. That's just a boring conversation. It's like, how can we make something cool? We love being creators and we love innovating and we love helping and contributing to other humans, not only small business owners, but other humans, and try to make the world a better place. So purpose is first and foremost. And I know that was a long answer to a small question.
No, it's important to me because my mission is to, help people be happy, right? To empower over 1 billion people, to make a lot of money, help a lot of people with that, and have fun. And in order to do so, I'm constantly reviewing my relationship with passion, purpose, and profitability to make sure that I have the same perspective as you. And I even told my wife, and I know I'm making her a center point of a conversation just because of the importance of today to me is, I've always been passionate about my wife. I met her in the 4th grade, super, in love with her in the 4th grade.
Wow.
Asked her to go study in the 6th grade camp, and she said no. Stayed persistent with my passion. But until my wife became my purpose, things were different. And I'm still very passionate about my wife, completely whipped, as they say, or simp, as my teenage daughters call me. I'm simped over my wife, but I'm also, she's my purpose, which if you make passion and purpose what your activities are about, profitability will come. And to make profitability your purpose, it's boring. And I think you articulated that in your lexicon so eloquently, which is, truly in Brand Renegade, your new book, it's the importance of what we're doing today is that it's not what I say, it's what people hear. And you and I say the exact same things. Our books say the same things. They're just said differently. And we have different spectrums of people who say like, oh my God, Sean's a genius, Dave's an idiot. And some people will say the reverse, right? Because the lexicon we use and the intonation, connotation, the background, whatever it may be, but it's important for everyone to share their vision and their message. Where can people reach out to you? I know I want to go buy the book, Brand Renegade. Going to be, when is it out? It's coming in May. It came out in May?
Yeah, it came out in June, actually. And you
Okay.
can get it at Barnes & Noble. You can get it Amazon. You can get it at Entrepreneur Press. You can get it at businessgamechangers.com, clubtattoo.com. You can find Thora and I all over social medias, Instagram, Facebook. But, our main brand is Club Tattoo. You can find Club Tattoo everywhere. And hopefully you enjoy the book.
Absolutely. Sean Dowdell, incredible entrepreneur and family man. Say hi to Thora for me. Congratulations on all your success. I can't wait to read it myself. So thank you.
Thanks, David. Have a great day. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. Take care. Have fun.
Care. Bye.
Unbelievable entrepreneur. Just good people. You got to love just good people, good messages. All the people are like, how do you know simp? Yes, simping ain't easy. And Ricky Bobby, never heard. Well, check out Sean. He's amazing. People tell me all the time, hey, I apologize. I never heard of you. Well, there's billions of people that never heard of me. You're in the majority. But I appreciate those who have heard of me and those that are hearing me. We are going to have Junior Achievement University at 8:45 a.m. Pacific time. That's 8 minutes. We're going to award from 2-minute drill. 2-minute drill will be on tomorrow. 2 JA Impact Award winners on Junior Achievement Worldwide at Junior Achievement Worldwide, JA Worldwide. Check it out. I am blessed to be the chancellor of Junior Achievement University Worldwide with the great Jack Canfield and Bob Proctor, incredible people that Sharon Lecter, that just are evolving and donating so much time and content that we do not want to be lost. So thank you, everyone. Let's take a quick question as we're warming up to the someone asked, is it Julie's 28th or 29th? You got to ask her. Best show or movie you've watched recently? I'm still a Greatest Showman guy. I'm still watching that. So I'm a huge Greatest Showman fan. I can't get off of it. I keep watching it. My wife thinks I'm a freak for watching it so much, but it's my favorite. Does everyone have a unique message or offer to give to the world? Yeah, of course. We are all individuals. We are all a own fingerprint in the universe that fit perfectly in one hand. This hand has many, many, many billions of fingers, but we're all unique. We all have a separate frequency or fingerprint to offer the world. In fact, some of the things that we take for granted are the best qualities that we have because they're easy for us. See, if something's easy for you to do, it's quantum within your nature. So raise your awareness to people who say, how do you do that? That's amazing. And yet you may not even think about it. JA Impact Award winners for today, Tino Go, CEO, founder of Baru, and my favorite, Anita Garden, president and CEO of Aniva Inc., an unbelievable solution for equity inclusion in the HR world, providing the support that we need in order to effectuate a better economy as a whole. Jesse Jackson and his wife are involved in that as well, but both huge Impact Award winners today. Can't wait to have you be honored at JA Worldwide. Let's keep the questions coming. In about 5 minutes, we'll be over at JA Worldwide. I like this question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes. I would have to say if it's in a bun, if it's in bread, it's a sandwich. So whether you put steak in a bun or salami in a bun or a hot dog in a bun, it's a sandwich. It's a type of sandwich. Hot dog in a bun is a sandwich. I'm stating my belief, my perspective as my co-pilot, and it's telling me, yes, a hot dog is a sandwich. How do you ensure that you remember something? Write it down and have a system to access it. It's not just good enough to codify lessons and stories. You need to have a system to access it. And great thing about technology is you can search in so many different ways, your Outlook, your Word, your files, your servers. You can search YouTube. There's all types of things. So make sure you're codifying what you want and creating a system to access what you want to remember, because your mind, even Jim Quick's, isn't that powerful. So what is Julie's favorite cake? Chocolate, I believe. And although she has like pumpkin something coming today to surprise her from Flower Power on Fletcher Parkway in San Diego, her favorite cake place. It's by Navajo in Fletcher Parkway in San Diego. Flower Power, big shout out to you for making the pumpkin special cake for my wife. We're going to have a beautiful birthday party tonight for her. What's the best gift you've ever given? Oh, man. The best gift I've ever given, I think, is the content that I have. I've donated that to Junior Achievement University. That legacy will last for a long time. And all the dummy tax that I paid are in those lessons and content that I have. And so that's the best. All right. Let me take one more question, then we're going to go over to JA Worldwide to give that impact award. What do you consider to be your biggest strength and weakness? Kindness and the ignorant humility that comes along with it. So those are the strengths and weaknesses that exist. And I'm trying to move the ignorant humility into the right place to be a strength. And you should do the same. Stay out of the zone of ignorant arrogance. Everybody, you don't know what you don't know, but admit it and then seek the answers, pursue your potential. The arrogant, ignorant people, the ones who don't know what they don't know, but pretend that they do, very dangerous life to live, buying things you don't need to impress people you don't like. Big shout out to Colleen. Have a safe trip. We miss you already. Safely landed in Boston on our way to Europe for a beautiful wedding all over Europe. Enjoy yourself. You will be missed, but don't worry about us. We will be fine here as everybody else. Remember, most importantly, training tomorrow, Clubhouse, IG. We have over 50,000 people registered for training. If you want the Go No Go guide, open-ended question guide, the 5 to Thrive guide, or my book, ebook, audiobook, or you want me to sign a book, send it to you and ship it to you and pay for it, not a problem. It's right there, david@dmeltzer.com. My text community is right there as well. But remember, most importantly, tomorrow's training, by the way, is the 7 Faces of Intention by Wayne Dyer. I'm going to go through and review the faces of intention and how they apply and are applicable to your life. You don't want to miss it. Please join me on Friday. But remember, most importantly, be kind to your future self and do good deeds. I'll see you in 2 minutes at JA Worldwide. Thank you.